Hello people, welcome to the daily time guesser. Okay, easy location. Now I've got to narrow this down to the year. Assuming we're looking at it from south. So are we going to be there? Annoyingly, that's not very legible. Because that would probably be useful. When do you think this is? Say a little while ago. Do you think this? I think this is probably 80s, 90s. I think. I lean towards 90s. Problem is, I can't tell you what this is saying. Also, I've just realised the concept of police officers on horses in Trafalgar Square is a really weird thing. I've just had that fully sink in. I'm probably gonna mess up the year. Not really. I mean, okay, I guess maybe the reason why it's empty there is, yes, it's a road. But I don't know. I saw the words alien government, so those were the first words I looked at, so yeah. Okay, I saw Irish government, so I'll go here. I was going to say Stormont, but then remember that's Northern Ireland, isn't it? I think. So, unless this is actually like Nelson. I'm trying to think. It's called Nelson Column, right? But what's the one in Trafalgar Square called? I don't like this because I'd associate these with maybe like 60s, but I'm honestly not that confident. So okay, I'll take that. Peruvian flags? Question mark. I like this though because this is more what I've used to seeing, considering I've been seeing a lot of GeoGuessr stuff and obviously recent and seemingly Peruvian. Looks right, I see Spanish. Plausible. Okay. Thumbs up. You have my permission to go for Peru. I'm going to go Lima, although it very well could not be Lima. I don't know how urban Lima is. It's probably quite urban, probably. Yeah, probably quite urban. So if it is here, it's probably going to be a bit further out with what I guess you'd call a suburb. Blah, 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 blah. And obviously there's a railway. I was going to say, I don't know if it's in active use, and then I realised use my eyes. Which makes this even more interesting. It's a pedestrianised railway. Okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's no, like, third rail going on, so I guess you could technically do that. It's not too different from a car. Well, okay, a car has better braking, obviously. Although, I'm a bit confused as to why some of these have the like crest or whatever and some don't. Well, I say some, most don't. It's that one that's an exception. But sure. Now, is there any phones or distinguishable logos? Not really, but I'd place this more recent end of the modern times. Okay, actually, I mean the MasterCard logo, old MasterCard logo. You know, the one used from, was it 1996 to 2016? But I don't know, I don't think that's indication of it being in that time period. I think this is more recent than that potentially, even. And obviously, I've seen a lot of like the old MasterCard logos, even the last couple of years. So I really don't think it's a good indication of time. So I'll go here. I'll go recent. You know what? Oh, that was a bad idea. It was actually before that logo. I don't know, it just looked too. What's this? Okay, that is the actual Eiffel Tower. It just looked unfinished, which obviously I didn't know. Which, which, which obviously wouldn't be featured a photo of it being constructed because it would have been built in 18. It was built in, what is it? I think 1889. I'm really here now just to prove myself as knowledgeable. So I'm being very confident with what I'm saying. So be very careful with people who are very confident with what they're saying because they very well could be wrong. Like, well, angle was this? It's like there used to be like actual buildings and not whatever this is. Obviously, this is quite early on. I think it's fairly safe to say that this is going to be the 1900s. From what we're in. So, so it could be like here, for example. And I'll say that's probably your best bet. Although, actually, there's a bridge. There's a distinctive bridge thing. I don't know where a distinctive bridge thing would be. Is it visible? Is it still here after the like 120 years since this photo was taken? Like 120 plus. I'm probably going to put 900. Let's be real. I'd say no, but I don't know. Unless I'm looking at this wrong and it's actually on this side and it's like, I don't know. Plausible? Well, I mean, obviously it's plausible. But yeah, I'm just going to go for that. And could be slightly later. Wow, I got it spot on. Who would have thought? Oh yeah, I've heard about this. I've heard about this thing. I can't remember where. I've heard about that though. I didn't know. Well, okay, I think I've heard about something like this, but it wasn't actually in Paris. Actually, it might have been in Paris. I can't remember, but yeah, I can't remember where. It was like a YouTube video, obviously. Okay, this is Australia. Cool. Presumably Sydney. Although, actually, wasn't ACT a fairly recent addition to Australia? Am I once again pulling that out of absolute nothing? Because I think I feel like ACT was like a fairly I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go for Sydney because that makes the most sense. Fairly central, you'd imagine. Oh yeah, okay. I was thinking this looked a bit too modern for water, so that makes sense. Chuck it somewhere in the 60s. I'll go like nice. A nice, decent score, although I've almost certainly been beaten. Don't know what I'll title this. It's a nice, decent score, sure. I'm getting it back into. I feel like my brain's just really started to get back onto it. With this, just because of me really sort of going full on with like GeoGuessr stuff. I will do a GeoGuessr video. I promise it is gonna happen at some point. But yeah, hope you understand all of that. And yeah,